I'm driving.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm really excited about this. This is a really special thing. I've never done anything like this before. And my wonderful mentor and leader and national marketing director, Nikki. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, I'm moving and getting into a position where I can turn the car on so I don't lose battery. So just keep talking, Lisa.
Okay, so I'm just setting this up. So Nikki gave me this incredible idea of this really select group of people that, you know, I feel are ready to walk the stage and make the commitment to the activity to walk the stage at the next conference, which is obviously Tampa in the fall. And Nikki did this with a small group of people. It was a really special experience from what she shared. And I was really intrigued because we've done things like this before, but it's been sort of an opt-in where people can say, yes, I want to do it, I want to do it. And everybody says that they want to do everything, especially at the conference, but then things tend to fizzle. So I was pretty careful about who I invited into this group because I really want you guys to have the commitment level that not only is happening when we're, you know, in an environment like the conference, but every other day after that. And so I handpicked this group, and unless anything changes, I think we're going to keep it at this. And Nikki did this with an amazing group of people. And the lead that I took was the results that they got, which is Michael and Mariah, which some of you guys know, this adorable couple from Oregon that are Director Chris and Nikki. They are brand new QNMDs. They did it in about a year and a half, and they have 3 kids under the age of 5. So they did a lot of things right, but they were highly accountable to this process. And Nikki's going to kick us off and tell us a little bit more about what they did. Nikki, can you hear me?
Great. So I'm excited to be on this call. And can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. And I'm not cutting out.
You are cutting out.
Okay, I wonder why I'm cutting out because I wasn't before. Am I cutting out now?
No,
you're better.
Okay. Hopefully this will work. Okay, great. So, and I know I have to go down like this so you can see me because I can't put the phone in a good place. So here's the thing. What we did was we gathered 12 people just like. Okay, sorry about that. I got a call right in the middle. So when a call comes in, I'm just going to stop it. All is well. So we got 12 people together that we handpicked just like Lisa talked about. And what we were looking for were 12 people that we felt were really committed. There were some people that I dearly love that have great energy, great mindset, but they've done the in and out dance way too many times. They'll work for 2 weeks and then not work for a week or two. And we really wanted everybody on the call to be committed to doing the do, because as a team, there's a quote that says, all, and I say it wrong every time, all ships rise with the same boat. What is that stupid quote that I cannot say? A tide that rises lifts all boats. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's really like that. And the fact is that when you have 1 or 2 people that energetically are not consistently working together as a team, it's sort of like if you picture a boat and everybody has a job to keep the boat from leaking. And this person has to hold their finger in this hole, and this one in this place, and this one has to do this. And one person doesn't do their job. 2 things can happen. 1, the ship can sink, or 2, the entire ship can come to their rescue, which is great. So it wasn't about me necessarily helping somebody who was falling off. It was literally one team, one mission, because a lot of the people on this team were not under Michael and Mariah. So they were sideline buddies. So if somebody was falling off, they weren't doing what they promised to do, I didn't have to call them. And Michael and Mariah didn't have to call them. One of the other teammates would actually say, hey, Susie, I see that you haven't been on Voxer lately. Is everything okay? What can we do to support you? This was really about coming together and committing to each other that you had each other's back and that you were going to be accountable to everybody. So out of the 12 people that were in the group, first of all, 8 of the 12 consistently every single month had their highest paycheck ever, right down to the last month. Like every month their checks went up, every month their pay line went up. So 8 out of the 12 consistently did that. The other 4 were up and down. I would say that that's an amazing track record. We had 4 people, and the 5th one just got promoted, so I'm going to count her. 5 people promoted to sales coordinator in this group of 12 people, and 1 person went Q&MD. 1 couple went Q&MD. So I think we really have the track record that this really works when you guys are in it to win it, but together. Like you really have it there for each other. So I'm going to just stop and see if any of you have any questions. And all I see on the screen, by the way, is Donna and Kristen and Lisa. I'm assuming there's more people, but on my phone, oh, there's the rest of you.
Yeah,
okay.
We have a couple more. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, anybody have any questions just so far? Any of you excited so far? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So here's some of the commitments that we as a team made. That we really wanted to all be stage walkers. That's the first thing. So now we call this group, the first time we did it, we called it Phoenix Rising because it was for Phoenix Conference. And now we are calling ourselves the Tampa StageWalkers because it's all about walking the stage. That's when you know something big has happened. So the idea was that those people that were on the call were either going to fast track to sales coordinator or fast track to SSC. And there were a couple things in place that needed to happen. Number 1, really understanding the structure that it takes and really understanding what you're really going to need to get there. So, for example, when I'm coaching somebody that wants to fast track to sales coordinator, they know that they need 2 BFs and a DD. And the question comes up, how many people do you need to talk to get 2 BFs? Like, is it 20? Is it 100? Like, really honing that in. And if it's 100 people that you need to talk to get 2 BFs, then when are you going to do it? How much time are you going to spend? So number 1, individually, Lisa, we went through and did the strategy for each team member to know exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah.
And then as a group, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of a training that really got us excited. As a group, we on Monday mornings, everybody took a picture of their calendar or of their DMO and posted it for all of us to see. Because Sunday night, everybody filled out whatever form they were using. Some people used the 2x2x2. Some people invented their own. Some people just took a picture of their calendar showing the blocked out times and the color coding. Whatever works for you. There's not a way that you have to do it, but they had to post their DMO on Monday morning. And on Friday, they had to tell us what they got done. During the week, everybody shared their wins. And if they had a struggle, they shared that as well. And I'm going to tell you, we had a number of major struggles in this group. We had 2 women that right at the beginning of the group found out that their husbands were leaving. One was a husband was leaving them, and another one was getting divorced, and they found drugs and alcohol and all kinds of things involved that they had no idea about. They had major crisis. And they still did the business because they had our support. They really did. It was just amazing. So there was struggle that came on board. But a lot of what happened that energetically changed the group were the wins. I met somebody today at the grocery store. It's the first time I've ever talked to somebody over produce. I'm so excited. They gave me their number. I'm sending out a video tonight. So however small the wins were, we really celebrated every single win that came in. So the wins became really contagious on the group. The other part of this group was that when they had a lot of wins or really great things that were happening, so the rest of my team did not know about this smaller group. But this smaller group took their energy and brought it to the rest of the people on my team. So I'm going to do a little training for you. We created something. One of the things that we're supposed to do is 2 affirmations. Everybody does these 2 affirmations every morning when they wake up, because the whole idea is to be thinking about the entire group, seeing the entire group already has walked the stage. So we called that future vision. We woke up in the morning, literally, I would wake up in the morning and I would imagine the people going across the stage. It's already done. It's already done. The steps just need to be taken to get there. So a lot of what we talked about was mindset and future vision. So we have a little acronym that we call MEALS. And you guys, you know, you eat powerful meals with Juice Plus when you're on the shred, right? And it completely sustains you, and it gives you life, and it creates a whole new energy for you when you are having powerful meals. Well, you need powerful meals for your head. And so M stands for, meals. M stands for mindset. That was weird. M stands for mindset. You've got to get your mindset in the right place. And it can be listening to Jim Rohn. It can be listening to Bob Proctor. It can be listening to Tony Robbins. It can be listening to Brendan Burchard. Find somebody to listen to when you're washing your face in the morning and waking up in the morning. Pour into yourself with a really positive attitude. It could be listening to Jen Sincero on, badass, get your money, or whatever that is. Be a badass with your money. Whatever it is, get an Audible book. Pour into yourself the things that will help you create a positive mindset. And when you come up with that negative, that struggle, see if you can't shift it. Notice it and see if you can't shift it. So M is for mindset. E is for energy. We always say if there's energy missing in a room, if there's energy missing in a call, if there's energy missing, how many of you go to an event and you think it's not very good, it's kind of boring? Then it's the energy that's missing is the energy that you aren't bringing to that place, that event, that boxer chat. So energy is absolutely critical, and it's contagious. So mindset, energy. A is activity. You've got to have the activity or none of this works. And that's why that calendar becomes so important. That calendar, we like to think of our calendar as our boss. Be accountable to your calendar. Because if you say, I want to be a sales coordinator by, is your behavior match your goal? And if it's not, then maybe you don't really want that, or maybe there's fear involved, or maybe there's something that's holding you back. Work with each other to figure out what's going on. Activity is absolutely critical. L is for language. Your language makes up your world. I just was reading something the other day, and it was about China, and they were talking about the fact that when the communists came in and everything had to be changed and the language had to be changed, it actually changed the way in which they lived. The language changed everything. So, for example, on our team, we never say we're dripping on somebody. Now, it's really interesting. It started with this small Phoenix Rising group. Kirsten came up with, dripping just doesn't sound very good. What if we could say I'm shining on somebody? I'm loving on somebody. So instead of saying I've been dripping on this person for 6 months, you'll hear, and it started in this group, but they started saying it on the larger Voxer team. You'll hear everybody in our team say, I've been shining on this girl for 6 months. And I finally opened the door, not closed the deal. That sounds like a car salesman. I opened the door and I attracted her, I attracted her as a customer. How powerful it is to attract somebody to become a customer versus then you got her. I her, becoming a customer or a distributor. So MEAL is for language. So anyway, I hope that language, and we would correct each other. It would come on a Voxer and somebody would say something and somebody would say, gosh, have you ever thought that maybe a better word for that could be such and such? And it's not like we did it constantly and shoved it in each other's faces to make each other feel bad. There was no shaming, but it was really that we were getting in the habit with each other to be pristine about our language. It was just absolutely critical. So that was, and we noticed it. And when you start to notice it in others, guess who you notice it in yourself? So our language really changed. And then S is the skills. That's the 7 skills from Eric Worre. It's the skills. It's also, S stands for lots of things. It's for skills. It's stay in the conversation. Stay in the room of positive mindset. Stay in the room to learn as much as you can about each other and to be there for one another. Stay in the room when it's a shred and you guys do a shred 10 events. Stay there for one another. Check in, be there, be on that Facebook page. It's skills and stay connected and stay involved. So meals has been a really important one. And I forgot to tell you where it came from. So we had our affirmation that is, I am completely committed. I am committed to the mindset, energy, activity, language, and skills to attract as many people as possible. And Lisa, I think you have this on the sheet that we sent you, but to attract as many people as possible to partner with us to help others rise to the next level of health and wealth. And you have that. That's when we wrote it out, I looked at it one day and I looked at mindset, energy, activity, and language. And I went, oh my God, that spells meals. It was a great acronym to really understand the process. So again, what it looks like on your Voxer chat is that Monday mornings, everybody's taking a picture of the DMO. Fridays, they're checking in. In between, you're sharing your wins. But if you have a struggle, it's okay to say, I'm really struggling with this. I need some help. And everybody should probably pretty much be checking in every day or every other day at minimum. And if you see somebody not checking in, anybody can check in privately with that person and say, hey, Donna, I see that you haven't been on Voxer for a few days. Is everything okay? Like, we are really in support of everybody walking the stage at Tampa. Like, it's our goal. We wake in the morning with that goal, right? And the other affirmation that we say every morning is, do you have it in front of you, Lisa, by any chance?
No, I have to pull it up. Whoop. Did I lose everybody?
I have it on my phone, but I don't know if I get off of this. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Can you guys? Yeah. So here it is. It says, I love being part of something bigger than me. This project is heart and soul. I am a fast track sales coordinator. I am a Q. I am a senior sales coordinator. Whatever your next goal is, with the Juice Plus company with an incredible future. So knowing that 5 or 6 of you, however many people are in this group, are waking up. So you wake up and you go, oh, I wonder who's doing this right now with me. Like, you visualize all of you laying in bed and you're all saying those affirmations the minute you get up in the morning, those 2 affirmations. And it's all about you creating this amazing bubble that it gets so filled up, it overflows onto the rest of your team. So I'm going to just stop there and see if you guys have any questions. Does it sound like too much? Does it sound like what you need? Fill me in.
It sounds great. I'll look forward to. Lisa, I assume you're going to share that sheet that she gave. I've been trying to take notes, but I've got pieces missing.
Yeah. No, I'll definitely get that to you guys.
So Nikki, the first thing we're going to do is meet Zoom with Lisa to really set up each of our individual strategies.
Each of our individual strategies with Lisa, and Lisa will create a Voxer chat. And Lisa, you're welcome to call it Tampa StageWalkers if you want. Wouldn't it be fun if all of you and all...
Oh, we lost you.
We can't hear you, Nikki.
Can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Now we can. Now you're back.
You're back.
I think I knew what you were saying, that we're all walking the stage together, that we're all as the greater team.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna practice my wave now.
We are literally trying to... So, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So we are turning up the heat, you guys. Whether it's the Trailblazers or the Cotton Club, it doesn't matter. We're turning up the heat. We're walking across this stage as the Heat team and really creating this template. So for right now, we had 12 people in our first group. We are adding, I think, maybe 5 to 10 more for for Tampa. So it worked, and the energy in the growth of it is. But it's really up to you guys, the founders. Yeah. You guys are the founders of this template for the Trailblazers team. So it's really going to be on your shoulders to take this on if you choose to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just, and so anyway, Voxers all the time. And then what we do is we do 2 Zoom calls a month. And we just happen to pick the first Monday and the last Monday of the month. The first Monday of the month to talk about the theme for the month, what we're working on, what we're doing. And then the last Monday of the month to really celebrate where we've come.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So does it feel like it's doable to you guys? Can you commit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wait,
and I'm in this
I'm
too,
on mute.
you guys. Like, I'm going to be accountable to all of you as well. I mean, there's no way I can be in this and just go, okay, I can't wait to see what your week looks like when I'm not sharing with you what my week looks like, because I just wouldn't feel right. So I want that. I want that accountability.
And you guys, we had so much fun in this group. The love, that's the bottom piece, by the way, Lisa, is that if you were to look at our Voxer, I don't think you could go 4 messages without seeing the word love in somebody's message. Like, I love this group. I love who we're becoming as a team. Like, the collective team became such a tight-knit family. And it's almost hard to be adding new people in. It's like, you got this really tight-knit group, but the whole idea is to expand.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I'm really excited, Nikki. I think, these girls are definitely ready. And, Donna, I'm open to conversations if you are very, like, if in your heart right now you're thinking, oh, but so-and-so really needs to do this, so-and-so, like, we can have a conversation because we're just getting started and I recorded this call. So,
and Lisa, what we did after conference, we met with our teams, with individual teams, and asked everybody what their next goal was.
Yeah.
And if their goal was to be a stage walker, whether it was a fast track to sales coordinator or fast track to SSC, then we were thinking, okay, but it's easy to do that at conference. It's easy to say
totally.
You're at conference.
Absolutely.
And then you leave, and then what happens? We've seen it more than we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So then we got on the phone with those individual people and asked them, are you willing to commit to talking to 10 people a week? Are you willing to do your DMO? We have a couple people we're not sure are going to be meant for our group. So what they don't know about the group. So what we've done is set them up with all the same stuff that you guys are being set up with, but they have to turn in their DMO to their Voxer, on their Voxer chat with their own little, upline. And they have to show their DMO. They have to talk about the end of the week. They have to tell how many people they're going to talk to each week. They're going to be checking in. And if over the month of May, they really follow through with all of it, then we probably will invite them into the group at the end of May. But they have to do everything that this group does.
Then
we may add them in depending, because they don't have enough of a track record right
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like that a lot too.
Yeah. I've got time, but I just don't know if they're going to be committed.
Yeah. So you see, they can stay committed for a full month. And a lot of them, like I said, it's that thing when you do the strategy and they said, well, I want to fast track to sales coordinator. You realize you're probably going to have to talk to maybe 15 to 20 people a week. Could look like that. Are you willing to do that? Do you have enough names to do that? How are you going to do that? And so, we went back and forth like that, really with each individual doing their strategy, because they said they wanted to get to sales coordinator. So we're going to help them, but we're not sure they're ready for this team.
Yeah, I love that, Nikki. It's like a testing ground.
So
I'm
excited to partner with you. Hey, and Lisa, maybe mid course, like now we're in May, June, July, maybe July or something. We could do one big Zoom call with all of us on.
Oh my God, that'd be so cool.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Cool?
Yeah.
Tampa stage walkers come checking in with each other and meeting each other and learning from each other.
I love that idea.
That'd be fun.
That'd be great.
Because summer's when the rubber meets the road, Summer when things can go like this, for people. They can really let their DMO slip and let the excuses pile up. So that'd be a good way to check in. Yeah. And Nikki, I think, you know, for me, and I had the girls before we even did this call, I told them their first assignment is to get the book, Get Over Yourself, because I keep hearing about this book. And already it's like awesome. So we're going to be reading that as we go through this process as well. But I think for me as a leader, the most important part about this that I'm the most excited about is the commitment to the personal development daily, because it is that mindset that drives it all. I mean, Lauren had it in her presentation. It's 80%. I would even dare to say it's 90%. It's everything.
I agree with you, Lisa. I do think it's closer to 90%. The others is learning the skills. Everybody can do that. It's all mindset.
Yeah.
So a lot of times if you say, well, if I make it, we change that to when I make it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all, and also I'm going to tell you, our whole idea about future vision is that we're not going to go on our past history. We're not going to go on the fact that so many times we've committed to something and we didn't do it. Or so many times I called people and it didn't happen. We're stopping. And all we're doing is future vision. We're walking the stage way over there, and we're just taking the steps to get there. We're not looking back, not looking back. And you know, well, I this is the way I used to do it. Doesn't matter how you used to do it. This is all new. From today on, it's all new. And so find things that you're listening to in the car. Like get in the habit of pouring into yourself. Lisa, the one thing that I really have so much admiration and respect for you in this last year. You have not missed a beat in looking for your next journey that's going to take you to the higher level of your own consciousness. Mm-hmm. You have been on a path this last year, and I see it in you, and I hear it in you, and your leadership has changed. It's all from pouring into yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a rigorous commitment. And to me personally, it's the most worthwhile commitment I can make to my life for everyone around me, not just my business, of course, my family, my relationships, it's everything. And it's rigorous because, you know, the old ways want to pull you back down to the old ways. But it's, you know, if you stay committed to the process, I mean, life just is incredible. It's incredible. So I'm just so proud of these women that have said yes to pouring into their lives in a bigger way. And I'm just really, really proud of them. I think it's going to be the most exciting thing that we've done as a group. And we've done a lot.
Yeah. Here's one more thing to the mindset is connection calls are vital. Every week doing connection calls. Chris, I've been on the phone. I would say I've been averaging 4 connection calls a day since conference. Chris I think he's doing 8 calls today.
Wow.
It's that intense. This group of 12 is putting us to the task. And you know what's happening? Their team somehow is doing the same thing that are not part of this group. It's contagious. What you do, your distributors do. And if you post any wins that you have on your StageWalker Boxer, make sure to post it on the other. If occasionally one of you post your DMO on that other chat and say, here's mine. Anybody else does a DMO like this? Start to, have them catch the vision without knowing they're catching it. So that's the other trick.
Totally.
So
no, and good job, Kristen Finley, who put me on the phone with her cousin today. Huge opportunity there. And I'm waking up bright and early with my cup of coffee and doing a 3-way call with Donna Wiss tomorrow morning. So
fantastic.
Things are cooking.
Okay, you guys. So I'm in front of somebody's house in Santa Barbara because we are doing what we are calling a booby event. BOOBY event. It's our booby event. It's do you have the breast intentions? And we're talking about breast health. And we partnered with this gal that knows about lymph massage, and she's going to talk about all that. And then, of course, we're going to slam it with fruits and vegetables.
Oh, my God. That is hilarious. I love it. I love it.
Event.
Oh, my gosh. I want to hear about that. Nikki, thank you so much for joining us. And I'm just so excited and delighted. And I know these guys are too. And we're going to make you proud. We're going to be the next generation of StageWalkers.
Good night, everybody.